So if a man came in and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna pay half of all of your bills. What woman in your right mind would say, nah, keep that if you're not gonna pay all my bills? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Sean for Envy back with another video. Today's video, I hate broke men more and more every day. Before we get into this video, I want to thank everyone who subscribed to this channel, everyone who's been liking videos and commenting on videos and watching the videos all the way to the end. I really appreciate you guys. I thank you very much. I'm trying to figure out some giveaways for this holiday season for you guys who watch these videos and people who subscribe to the channel. Maybe some promo codes to my merch website. You guys can get some things 50% off or something. We got some things coming. But anyway, not the whole you guys. Let's get into this video.
I hate broke men more and more every single day. Anytime I hear a story now of a broke man inflicting his brokenness on a poor and unassuming woman, it literally enrages me. So my friend told me a story yesterday from her job. She works at like this merch concession stand type thing, I'm not gonna say where, and she's servicing this couple very clearly on a date, and it comes time to pay, and the girl asks the guy, she's like, oh, or can I put my stuff with your stuff? So my friend says, the guy looks at her and is like, how much is that again? Talking about the girl stuff, and my friend goes, oh, it's $20. He goes, oh yeah, she can pay for that herself. And like,
your friend works at a merch stand, nothing wrong with that. She's observing a pair who she assumes they're out on a date. All you see is a man out with a woman and they're shopping. So you assume that they're on a date or they're together like that, right? He proceeds to go pay for his own things. And she asks him, could you just add those things to what you got? First of all, if he was buying her something, she would never have to ask him to add her things to his, because it's already known that he was buying her those things. Obviously, they went to a place where he wanted to pick some up, and she decided she's gonna pick some up too, and I'm just gonna put it on his tab. It seems to me there was no conversation on, hey, we're gonna go to this spot, pick out what you like, I pay for it. If we don't have that conversation, and or you're not my girl, to where I can just do that just off the strength, because if you're my girl, then I'm just gonna do it. A date, if that's part of the date, sure, but that's something that I would bring to you. If we're just on a date, not even in a relationship, but we're just on a date and we out somewhere where I'm spending money, and I said, hey, you see something you like, go ahead and pick it up. The fact that she had to ask him, hey, could you put this on your tab? He didn't have plans on paying that. That wasn't what they was there for. And then you get mad. It seems like she's upset from what your friend assumed that he was being cheap or broke or whatever. But let's continue.
like chuckles and like laughs. Broke people should never laugh. Cause what the fuck is so funny?
So you're mad because he kind of laughed about the thought of paying for old girl stuff, whatever it was.
I hate the things broke men do. I hate the things broke men say. I hate how loud the broke man's voice has become. And
let me ask this question, right? What makes a man a broke man? Like, obviously he got money because he's at a merch spot and he's buying something. Is the broke man, your opinion of what makes a broke man broke is the fact that he won't spend his money on you? Because that's really what it seems like nowadays. It don't seem like it's just the fact that the man doesn't have any money in his pocket. It seems like y'all just want to call niggas broke because they not spending money on you for the things that you want. Where your money at is my question. If it came up to a measly $15, $20, where is your $15 to $20 that you can pay for? If that's nothing, if $15 to $20 is nothing, where was your money? It's just the fact they don't spend the money how you want them to spend the money. To me, that's a control issue to me. It really comes down to control. The fact that you get to control what he does with his money. If I don't want to spend $15 to $20 on whatever it is that you bought, if that wasn't part of the plan, I don't have to spend my money on you. As a woman, you should have your own. No, take it back. As a person, as a human being, as a functioning adult in society, you should have your own money. Nobody should be calling nobody broke, because I can sit here and go to work and make X amount of dollars and pay all my bills in my house and end up broke. But am I really broke? Because all my bills are paid. I may not have $600-700 left over to just spend on some bullshit for real, but at the end of the day, my adult necessities are taken care of. But am I broke? Yeah, I'm living check to check. In the sense of wealth, I may not have it, but y'all be calling niggas broke who actually taking care of their business that may just don't have extra money on the side. to be playing around with y'all. It really seems like this broke thing is because you guys get mad because dudes don't spend their money, their hard-earned money on what you want for your pleasure. But I digress. Let's continue.
Court of public opinion. So much so that they've been able to attempt to change the narrative that women don't have anything to offer and women don't bring anything to the table. Women don't deserve nice treatment unless you're fucking them.
See, this is the thing. Now, I've never been one of those guys that feel like if I buy you something, I got to smash. Whatever. Because there's been tons of women that I smash, ain't spend $1 on them, ain't feed them, nothing. If two people want to fuck, they gonna fuck. Sorry to be that blunt, but I'm gonna be that blunt with you. No one is saying you don't deserve great treatment, right? That man deserves that great treatment too. If he never gave you anything, if you guys on a date, you mean to tell me that you're only gonna treat this guy nice if he treats you nice to whatever it is you want? Well, if you give me this, I treat you nice. No, just treat me nice because I haven't done anything wrong to you. Technically, do I feel like men should pay for the first date? Yeah, to a certain degree. I feel like honestly, the first couple of dates, if y'all want to be technically real with me, how I feel about first dates, I feel the first couple of dates, until you really know that you really like this person, pay for your own stuff. That way, no one would get misled to think that you're only with them for what you can afford to spend on them. Because that's what today's all about. Today seems to be all about, I'm only going to give you my attention pending on how much you can spend on me. We're financing dates now. You're both trying to figure out if you even have things in common. I don't even know how you guys go out on dates and you don't even know the person you're dating. What about talking on the phone? What about the texts, the phone call, the FaceTimes, the weeks that build up into that first date? You guys get a number one day, and then 2 days later you're out on the first date. You don't even know this person. And then you expect this person to spend money on you. This person expects for you to let him smash. Your expectations is just crazy because you don't even know each other to know what the boundaries are between each other. This is the day and age we're living in right now. Everything is a microwave era. Everything has to happen so instant. Your looks don't determine whether I will marry you or not. What determines whether I marry you, whether I actually start a relationship with you, really is based on how much of my peace do I get to keep. Because a lot of women come into a lot of men's lives and they fuck up their peace. A lot of guys be peaceful. That's the thing women do not understand. A lot of guys are peaceful before we meet you. We're not all this, we're not broken. We're not people who out here that just can't figure life out and you guys just magically fix it for us. No, a lot of us are efficient, functional adults before we meet women who then got with a woman who just disrupted my peace. It's been a time where I lost stuff because of women. Let's not talk about how you guys always like to multiply. It's been a time where I lost things because of women. Y'all don't believe y'all can hold men back. See, we've been doing all these things lately about this list. There's been a lot of lists going on. The thing is, be someone that complements his or her list.
To get their first dates paid for, women should also go 50-50 on all the bills, but not 50-50 on anything else.
I've really been trying to avoid the 50-50 conversation, right? People don't understand really the concept of the 50-50 relationship. A lot of people want to say, hey, a man is supposed to be a provider. True. But it wasn't really that detailed on how much do I provide. Provide just says provide. Doesn't say I have to provide you with the best that's out there. It just said I have to provide. It doesn't say I have to provide by myself. It actually doesn't say I have to provide with anyone. But I would just like to think that a person that I'm with will not just sit there and watch me break my back at work, make a paycheck, bring it home, and put it all on her. And some say, well, she's doing all this other stuff. No, the modern women these days are working just as well. They're making just as much money as the men. So where does her money go to? Now, I'm not the type of person that pocket watches anyone, but let's be real. If all my money is supposed to go to bills, where does your money go? And don't tell me vacations and the small stuff around the house. If we're both making, we're bringing in $1,500 every 2 weeks. Let's get some fake numbers. If we're both bringing in $1,500 every 2 weeks, meaning that basically we put it together, that's $3,000. Do y'all know in a 50-50 conversation, depending on your lifestyle, if you're living according to your budget, you can take that and you can basically pay off a lot of things in that 1 month. That when your next $1,500 check come in, if you was by yourself, like right now, I don't know this young lady, but let's just assume she's single and she's living on her own by herself. Who's paying your bills? You are. How much of your bills are you paying by yourself? 100%. So if a man came in and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna pay half of all of your bills. What woman in your right mind would say, nah, keep that if you're not gonna pay all my bills? What person in their right mind would tell a person right now that, hey, I'm gonna come in your house and pay half of your bills for you and you just pay the other half? What person in their right mind is gonna turn that down? Sounds legit to me. That mean you mean to tell me that I get to keep a half of my check every paycheck because you're gonna pay the other half of my bills? That's a win-win to me. Yet still you want a guy to pay that whole 100%, and then you keep your 100% to yourself and claim that this is going to groceries or toilet paper, wipes, whatever, small stuff in the house. Your whole paycheck don't go to that. But groceries, yeah, groceries may be high. Inflation's crazy, right? Cleaning supplies might be a little steep. Not too bad, but you can really do all that for real with not even one whole paycheck, and you still got another paycheck coming in the next 2 weeks, bi-weekly. Because most people I know get paid bi-weekly. So it's I don't know if this is what y'all consider girl math or whatever. This is what I'm giving you, man math. This is how we feel.
Because everything else is also a woman's fucking job. At this point, what the fuck do y'all have to offer besides embarrassment and misery? Because literally at one point, you could not get a wife if you had nothing to offer. If you had no money, if you had no job, if you have no skills, you were bitchless. Women's families would not let y'all anywhere near that woman if you had no way to provide for her and your future family. It's just so baffling to me that these men are trying to get the world to conform to their brokenness and not them go get a fucking skill and get a fucking job.
She's right on a certain situation. Yes, I can't have a daughter out here dating a guy who's not working. Totally unacceptable. I can't have a daughter out here who her boyfriend is okay with just working at McDonald's. It's not working. It's totally unacceptable. That's not working for me. I want my daughter to have the best type of man she can have, but also understanding, teaching my daughter that work with that man. Not saying you got to put up with all his excuses and then all of his whatever that he comes up with, but if she picks the right man is going to make sure she's straight. And when he does that, I need her to work with him. Not work against him and make his job of providing and protecting harder. I need her to work with him. That comes with bills. That comes with responsibility in the house. No, I don't want my daughter to be with a man who doesn't want to clean the house, doesn't want to cut the yard, doesn't want to wash the cars. There's a whole lot more. My thing is, these women keep saying things about cleaning the house and washing dishes and cooking dishes. If your house is clean, you don't have to keep cleaning it. It's not so much of a hassle to clean your house if your house stays clean. One thing my mom taught me when I was young, and I may have just learned this from just always being on punishment, I always had to clean up. But if you keep something up, if you keep the maintenance and keep the cleanliness up, you never have to really do too much cleaning. So when y'all see y'all clean the house all day, every day, you don't have to clean the house every day if nobody's in the house, but you clean up your own mess. If I'm at work 12 to 16 hours a day, I'm not at home messing nothing up. If the kids are in school, what are they messing up? If you're telling me you're home and you're the home wife or whatever, even if you're not, say you working and you come home. If everyone's in the house working and at school and nobody's at the house, how is the house getting messed up every day? The only thing we should do when we come home is come home, shower up, clean up, cook. Weekends, everybody do their own laundry. In my house, everybody's responsible for their own. She cooks sometimes I cook, sometimes my son cook. I don't understand how this does not work. Y'all make it seem like she has to go to work for 12 to 16 hours a day, then come home and spend her other hours just being a maid in the house. What houses are you guys living in? Like, how are you guys living out here?
And to the women out there who are giving these brokies the fucking world when they can't even give you some fucking silverware, I need y'all to stand the fuck up. Wake up. You're sleeping with these men. You're housing these men. You are funding these men. And even worse, you're conceiving children.
My thing is, if you're saying that you want us to pay 100% of things, aren't we housing you? Aren't we feeding you? We're funding you. So it's okay for us to fund you, but it's the thing when it comes down to you guys funding us. Just even a tad bit. It takes two to create a child.
With these broke men, continuing the broke man lineage, what are you getting in return?
It's so many single women nowadays, right? Who's raising these boys? The woman, the mother. There's a abundance of broke men. It's because they're being raised by single women.
Truly ask yourself that. What are you getting in return? You're getting more bills while that man's child is hanging off your titty. Because I know he's not doing 50-50 when it comes to childbearing and child caring. Moral of the story is, a man that truly loves you wants to make sure that you are good A man that truly loves you does not want to see you struggle. And I'm gonna end this by saying that there's a certain demographic of men that do not participate in this conversation because in a lot of cultures, including my own, they still have to pay a bride price. Men and their families gotta cough up money, land, food, items, whatever, before that woman's family gives her over to his family. This broke man liberation thing, we gotta nip this shit in the fucking bud.
All I'm gonna say is people really need to start really being honest about these 50-50 relationships. It's not as bad as it sounds. If a person come in right now and say that, hey, they'll pay half of all your expenses, I don't know a person in their right mind would turn them down because they're not paying 100% of their expenses. I mean, let's be real. But that's all I got for this video, man. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Ladies, let me know if a man came in right now in your house and said, hey, I pay 50% of every bill in your house, and you pay the other 50%. Would you turn that down or would you accept it? It's easy. Let me know down in the comments. If you got this far in the video, I really appreciate it. You guys don't forget to like this video. Also, if you haven't just yet, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys for letting me reach my goal of 600 subscribers. I'm trying to get it to the point where I can at least get now 700, I guess. We just gonna keep going up. We gonna take this thing up. That's all I got for you. You guys stay safe. You guys stay cool. Love yourself. Love each other. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.